And you know, can't no other nigga make you feel this way. What the fuck is up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Kicking It with Keith. How the fuck are y'all doing? Did y'all miss me? We're back for another episode. We got another week, y'all. We got some shit to talk about. So yeah, you know how I really want to go ahead and start this off. So we're gonna go first off, just start by saying I want y'all to like, share, and subscribe this video for me. Also, make sure you tell all your friends about me. Also, let's get into our first segment, Strong Friends. How the fuck are y'all doing today? How are y'all doing? I'm actually doing pretty good. You know, I got some good news. I found out I'm going to be moving back closer to town, to like Central Phoenix, so I'm really excited about that. Because I've always kind of felt like I'm on a fucking island out here in North Phoenix where nobody is. I can't even get nobody to come out here and check on my goddamn fish if I want to. I ain't got no friends, no family. I can't even drink and drive responsibly to the gay clubs because they all 30, 45 minutes away. I probably shouldn't say that out loud. All right, y'all. So let's make sure. If y'all smokers, I want y'all to go ahead because you know we chiefing with Keith today. So make sure y'all got y'all's blunt ready. It's during the day today, so I'm probably not gonna be drinking, but I do have me a little coffee just to kind of keep me on board and on track. Cause y'all know my ADHD mixed with a little liquor, mixed with all my damn energy, sometimes just be like boop. I'll be on a carousel spinning. All right, y'all. So there's a couple of, things that I did want to get into. And one of the things that I do want to get into first off is lighting this blunt while you all like this video for me. I'm a real nigga. I'm just playing. All right. So listen. I do want to know, right? Because I have had this thing to where, because I guess I exude sort of like masculine qualities or whatever the case may be. I've noticed that there's a lot of gender roles in gay relationships, even though both of us are the same gender. So I'm wondering, do you all have any experience with playing a certain role in your relationships, or seeing someone else play a certain role in a relationship? Because for myself personally, I don't know if the gender role thing really works for me. I mean, I don't know how to do, makeup and put on the quick hairs and all that stuff. But for the most part, I can do everything that I would need, quote unquote, a female to do for me. I can cook, I can clean, I can do all my life. Like, I'm really a domesticated individual. So anybody who gets with me, honestly, is going to be kind of lucky because I can do a whole lot. But I've seen some people in some relationships, one person to be the one that does the cooking, one person to be the one that does this, the one person that does that. And I ain't going to hold you. Even if I was in a straight relationship, I think I would still be the one cooking because that's how I show love. That's how I communicate love. Y'all, how do y'all show love? Do y'all understand what I'm saying about that? Like, if you can't cook, if your meal is fucked up, I think you don't love me. And I'll never eat over your house again. I love you, but you don't love me, and I never eat over your house again, and you can't never bring me no food and stay your ass home from the potluck. I mean, for real. But anyway, I do want to know that because even my father, he is a cook by trade. So, that's obviously one of those things where we probably would not see as much of a normal gender role when it comes to that because he's the one that's always going to be cooking. Now, I don't know what else be going on in the household, but I do know that that is one of the things that I can see. Like my grandmother, she will, for the most part, she always does all the cooking, but she also does housework and yard work and stuff like that. That's not really, my grandmother won't let nobody touch her yard at all. She would not let me cut. I think I messed it up one time and she was like, okay, cool. Well, you ain't never touching my yard again, period. So there are people who can kind of go outside of those norms. And I think it's kind of dope when you all can just help each other because there's a difference if you just can't do something and somebody's there to help you out with it. But when you're just tired of doing everything, it actually kind of is lit for somebody to come in and take some of that weight off of you. But I do want to know if you all could please comment below, and I want you all to tell me, what do you all think are some of the gender norms that you've consciously or subconsciously kind of subscribe to in your own relationships? And do you think that some gender norms, I guess, should I be saying position norm? Because top and bottom and I don't know. Should it be like, what's your position norm? And then I kind of get, like, I guess it gets to that whole point of, all right, so there was this whole thing, and I know I'm a little bit late, but, where Kevin Gates was on there and he started explaining, it was on the back of the whole Gabrielle Union talking about how her and Dwayne Wade split the bills 50-50. Kevin Gates gets on there and starts talking about his stuff. And then I left a few comments. I remember getting on there and I said, thank God I'm gay, because I ain't about to be taking care of no another grown ass man. Like, we going 50-50. I'm not about to be ripping and running trying to figure out how to, like, my thing is, listen, y'all, and this even goes to the females. I personally feel like the expectation is not matching inflation. A person who makes a general median salary, $50,000-$60,000 a year, that is just enough to really take care of your own goddamn self and wash your own goddamn ass, let alone to be trying to take care of everybody else's bills around you. Now, I do get it that some people are just, they have that old traditional thing, and I'm not knocking nobody, but for me personally, I don't know if I would want to be with somebody who just did not help relieve some of the worldly stress that's just on my shoulders every day. And I also feel like if you're not paying no bills and the man's paying everything, you can get kicked the fuck out at any time, and a wedding ring ain't gonna save you. Sorry, it ain't. I'm just saying. So would I like somebody to pay all my bills? Yeah. But do I want the motherfuckers to put me out whenever they decide they want to put me out? Probably not. No, I don't want nobody holding, what is it called? The purse string? I ain't trying to let nobody hold my purse string for me. What the fuck do I look like? You can tell me what to do. I wish the fuck you would, you stupid ass nigga. Anyway. So I think I'm going to start doing this in between every segment. So again, go ahead, like, share. And I want you also to subscribe to my channel if you're not. And I also want to go ahead, first off, because I feel like I haven't said this in a while, I want to thank all of the new viewers that are here. And then I also want to thank everybody who has just been here rocking with me. Like, I would love to just meet everybody. I can't wait till, like, my podcast just goes big one day, and then I get to do like a tour or something like that. I just cannot wait to meet all of y'all that support me, because I can't talk to everybody all the time because there's, so many supporters, but I would just love to be able to meet y'all one-on-one, and also, punch a couple of y'all teeth, because y'all be trying me sometime, but whatever, it's all good. It's all good. Oh, don't spill your coffee. All right. So, off of that, now, I did want to get into something as well, because this is something, and I'm really hoping that people can understand what I'm saying when I say this. I really want people to understand there is a difference between explaining yourself and then offering clarity for somebody, right? And what I mean is, for me, I guess because I'm an adult, I don't feel like I need to explain myself to nobody who ain't taking care of me. And I feel like if you give somebody an answer and they just kind of need, well, why not? And why this and why that? And I'm just like, well, hold on. I gave you the answer. I can give you clarity all day long, but the moment you start interrogating me and trying to make me feel like I owe you an explanation, I'm going to shut down. I'm going to become defensive, and you're probably going to get cussed out. I'm being completely honest. I may be working on that because, I have noticed that I have a tendency to kind of be like, look, I done told you what the fuck I had to say. You're not changing my mind. But then on the other scope of it, it's like, I feel like some people just need to work on not making, like, who the fuck, why do you feel so entitled to an explanation from somebody? Like, I've had plenty of instances where, that somebody could bring up a movie or something like that, and I'll be like, well, it was all right. I didn't really care for it too much. And I'd be like, why? I mean, I just didn't really like it. Well, why? Because this happened and that happened and all this was going on and then boom and then blah, blah. And I'd be like, well, I just didn't like it. Some things you just don't like. I'm sorry, I can't explain. Some things you like, some things you just don't. Why the fuck are you offended that I don't? When they come up to an artist, who do you like? Do you like what's what? And who do? And then, I mean, they cool. What you mean they cool? Is that the things that she gets for putting you bitches on? I'll be like, all right, cool. You know what? And I ain't gonna lie to y'all. Look, the moment I hear a motherfucker start barbing out, I know where to keep them. We can't be friends. Because you, my friend, are not rational. You don't know how to think. I don't want to be your goddamn friend. I'll stick with Tamar. Y'all go over and be clinging and hanging off people's balconies and shit. That's what the fuck y'all do. But anyway, it really does upset me because I explained to y'all on the first episode when I came back that there was a person who I was friends with who decided he didn't want to be friends with me anymore because of the whole, I said I didn't want to be sleeping with a whole lot of people. And I personally don't think that that's the reason why he got so upset. I think the reason why he got as upset with me as he did is because I got to the point where I was like, I'm not about to explain myself. I don't feel like I should have to give you an explanation behind why I don't want to be with somebody who's done slept with everybody. And I was getting a little irritated because I'm like, nothing you say is going to change my mind at all. I mean, I'm glad you have your point, whatever. Nothing's going to change my mind. So just leave it the fuck alone. And I think that he didn't really like that response that he was getting from me because, I mean, should I have been like, oh, okay, yeah, I'll go sleep with, the local streetwalker? I mean, what the fuck did you want me to say? Truly curious. Help me understand. Help me. Shit. But I really don't, I even, another little example. I put something on Facebook. I was like, man, if you tell me that you love canes, I'm automatically going to assume that you can't cook or taste. And people was getting on there like, how do you not like canes, but you can eat this and you can eat that? And I was like, I just don't like it. Well, if you can eat this and this ain't seasoned and the hibachi grill and the this and that and this ain't okay, I like it. Does that make you feel better? Like if a motherfucker just submits to you and is like, okay, I like it now. Is that gonna make you feel any better? Are you gonna feel like they're being like facetious? Or are you gonna feel like they're actually submitting to you? Because for me, if I'm like, okay, I like it now, I'm being facetious. Very. And if you all don't know what it means, it's pretty much sarcastic. So yeah, I think that people should stop feeling so entitled to just feel like, oh, you need to explain to me what the fuck. No, like what? We ain't fucking. You ain't my mama. You ain't my daddy. Why do I have to explain anything to anybody who ain't paying any of these motherfucking bills of mine? Oh, okay. I was waiting because I thought somebody was gonna have something for me. All right, just whatever. So, I got to say this, and we're gonna go ahead and I want to jump straight into our grinds my gears segment. And I'm not really the whole, pop. Let's listen to the little girls that's 14 sing and I'm not really that guy. However, it really bothers me that so the two sisters, Chloe and Halle, right? It really, really, really bothers me that both of them get so much hate. And what I mean is, like, for Halle, she gets so much hate just based off of like all the white people who didn't want her to be the Little Mermaid, right? So that's one whole thing in itself. But then when it comes to Chloe, I be feeling so bad for her because within our community, you gotta think like everybody is putting her sister on a pedestal. They are treating her like she is just royal gold. Like she got that Disney role. She's this, she's that. And she's, she's coming into her womanhood. But when it comes to the black community and how they really be coming for Chloe, they really be letting that girl have it. And it's really sad because I really feel like they both have really nice, genuine spirits. And just, I can't imagine what that's doing to her self-esteem, knowing that they were in a group together, they're sisters. She was the one that was writing and producing all of their music. And then, her sister does this and, and it's not taking anything from anybody, but it's just like, her album doesn't do that good. People start talking about how she's carrying herself. People start just really hating on this girl, and I'm really I don't get it. It makes me feel I could not imagine being her, just looking at the internet and just watching everybody praise my sister and then like just tear me down. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's different if it's like Solange and Beyonce, Lisa Ray and the Brat, something like that, whatever. But to be the one that's like getting tore down while your sister's being lifted up, I want us to do better about that, to be completely honest with you, because those girls are extremely talented. And regardless of not if y'all believe the content of the girl's music or not, let her express herself. Y'all, the thing is that this may have been her the whole time. She may have just been releasing age appropriate music then. And then also, even if that was her then, people grow. I'm definitely not the same motherfucker I was at 20. I ain't the same motherfucker I was at 30. So y'all really got to get off that girl's back and let her, do her thug dizzle. Like she ain't bother nobody. That lady ain't bother nobody. Shit. Anyway, that's really all this grinding my gears about that, because I just really want y'all to stop. I really want y'all to share the love. You know what I'm saying? You got to imagine, like for me, any type of performer, no matter how untalented I may think they are, I give them props just because it takes a lot to get up there and do it. It takes a lot of courage. It takes a lot of just vulnerability to put yourself out there. And then when you're vulnerable and people tear you down, it literally shuts you down creatively. It makes you not want to do anything. So I'm really hoping that she does not allow all of this hate and vitriol that's coming her way to shut her down creatively, because she's very, very, very talented. And I don't even mean that just as a vocalist, as a creator in general. She's very talented. So I think I might now, after saying all this, I might now be a Chloe Bailey fan. But my good friend, nobody's ever wondering who else is fucking my man. Ain't nobody wondering about that. Have you ever wondered who else is fucking my man? Nobody. Nobody's ever wondered that. No, I have not wondered. I lied. I said, listen. I said that just to try to sound good. No, I've always wondered who the fuck's fucking my man, because I ain't fucking him. We don't be hunching. Who is hunching on my man? Because it ain't me. Anyway. Have y'all seen Cocaine Bear? So listen, it's on Peacock, right? And believe it or not, it was actually really, 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 really good. Well, I'm not going to say like, it deserves like a Grammy. I know, y'all. I know movies don't get Grammys. But I'm more so saying I thought it was going to be something kind of stupid. And I thought that I wasn't really going to enjoy it. But it's given the way the comedy is and the way that it's kind of shot is given like 21 Jump Street, super bad. Like it's given like that kind of dry humor situation. And I actually really, really, really enjoyed it. The graphics for the bear, phenomenal. The CGI, whatever you want to call it, fucking phenomenal. It looked amazing. I guess the storyline was a little kind of, all over the place, but basically what it is, and I'm just letting y'all know, spoiler alert, we are kind of implementing a new segment in here that is going to allow us to do movie, TV show reviews, and also I would like for y'all to start suggesting stuff for me to watch so I can get off of my just repetitive cycle of just watching the same shit over and over and over again. So when it comes to Cocaine Bear, basically there was this crazy ass guy on a plane. And apparently this is based off of a true story. There was this craziest guy on the plane who was throwing bricks of coke off the plane, and it went through the forest. And apparently there was this bear who got into it and started terrorizing the fucking forest. And I'm talking about, I would have thought that, the bear would have probably had a heart attack from as much coke as it was doing. That motherfucker better be glad wasn't no fentanyl in that shit. Lord Jesus. But basically the bear was running through it was gory. They was ripping off arms and legs and heads, and it was some shit, but it was also funny. So I would definitely recommend y'all watching that. Maybe smoke y'all blunt, have y'all a little drink. Probably don't eat, because I was trying to eat while I was watching it, and I lose my appetite very, very, very quick. So don't eat nothing. Don't eat nothing while you watching that, because you gonna waste your meal. All right, make sure like, share, and subscribe to this video. And again, what we're gonna do, we're gonna take 5 seconds, and if you're watching this and you ain't liked it, I'm gonna give you 5 seconds. So we're gonna go ahead and do our countdown again. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, C, D, E, 2, 4, 3, Z, W, X, Y, pi, 3.14. Come on, just go like the motherfucking video. Just like this shit. What the fuck is wrong with you? Thank you. Oh, I love y'all. I love y'all. And y'all love me too. I know for a fact y'all motherfucking love me. Anyway, so make sure that y'all are giving me some suggestions. I definitely would recommend, on a good high night or something like that, maybe going to watch Cocaine Bear. I don't know if I would have paid for it, and I don't go to movie theaters anyway because I'm scared I'm gonna catch bed bugs. I'm not gonna lie, like somebody would probably be like, oh, I went to the movies with them. Yeah, I've been to the movies probably 3 times in 15 years. So if you was one of those people, you a lucky motherfucker. The last time I went, I threw chicken wings and shit all up in the sky because that motherfucking Annabelle movie scared me. I'm really, no, I can't watch the scary movies in there because I'm really, like, I would throw my chicken on somebody by accident just because I'm really fidgety. So yeah, we can't we can't play those games. So I wasn't really gonna tell nobody about this. I made a Facebook status about it, but I didn't want nobody to think that I was, looking for clout or trying to make myself seem, like some type of, I don't know, savior or something like that. But basically the reason why there's been a little gap in between the weeks of the episodes was because on the day I was supposed to record last week, I was on my lunch break because I was supposed to record later that day. I was on my lunch break and I was coming from the dispensary and I seen a charger in a brick wall, and I instantly, I saw this black guy who was looking through the window, trying to make sure everything was okay. And so I instantly pulled a Yui, pulled over and tried to get out, and we saw that the car was smoking. So before we even saw the car was smoking, we saw that the girl was having a seizure. She was 17 years old. Her boyfriend was in the passenger seat. He was 17 as well, but he was okay. He was just freaking out. She started seizing. The car started smoking. Me and the guy started freaking out. We both basically we lifted her out of the vehicle. I used my my favorite coat that my grandmother gave me to make sure she put some on her, like we could lay her head on something. But she started seizing up. We had to stay there with her until the ambulance got there. And you know what's crazy is, y'all? The crazy thing about it is, this is a white girl, 17-year-old white girl. The boy was white as well. He's freaking out, going through, oh my God, my parents are gonna freak out. And I'm like, bro, this girl is unconscious. You were worried about all the wrong shit. I know you can get in trouble, probably get your little ass whooped, but she's like, we got to worry about her. So I ended up having to threaten his ass to shut the fuck up because he was just making shit worse. All in all, I'm fucked up behind it because something triggered me in that moment. I don't know, but I feel like I'm missing a part. So that happened. Oh, what I was gonna say is, basically it was me and the black guy that lifted her out of there. And then there was another car that stopped as well. It was a truck full of like black women and a black guy that was in there. One of the women got out, and the guy got out. The woman could do CPR. The guy got out to just make sure everything was okay. I'm not saying anything about race when it comes to this, but I want y'all to realize the whole time that girl was there having a seizure on the ground, and we were trying to get everything figured out. The only people who were helping her were black people. The white people who were coming out of their houses and pulling over and stuff like that just had their phones out. The only people who were actually trying to help this girl were black people. And that instantly let me know that probably none of us are from here, because these people here in Arizona they don't give a fuck about nobody. And, me being from Kentucky, I just could not let that, there was just nothing in my body that would have just let me drive past that. So I'm wondering if they were from different places too, because it just seemed like we just all kind of connected and made sure that we were there for them, for that girl while she needed us, while everybody was sitting around with these fucking cell phones. And somebody even asked me, did you get a picture of the scene? No, I got the fuck out of there. First off, it was on my lunch break. Second off, I was so freaked out that that's not something I would ever want to see again. And I'm basically saying all of this as well because I don't know if it's like a fight or flight, if it's like survival mode, if it's like adrenaline. I don't know what it is, y'all. I didn't have a second thought to pull that girl out that car. We didn't want the car to blow up. I didn't have no second thoughts about this stuff. When I got home, y'all, I had a panic attack. I freaked out, started hyperventilating and everything. Something about that situation triggered the fuck out of me. I even had to take the next 2 days off of work. And I know it sounds dramatic. I don't know if there's something that I've seen in my past that made that hit me like that. I don't know what it is, but I basically am saying all that just to say it's really amazing how the body works. Like in those moments where we need to be, legit, I didn't have a second thought. But when I wasn't, I was Superman. But then when I got home and wasn't nobody around and I was by myself and I just kind of just dealt with the weight of everything I just dealt with, I broke down, y'all. I can't explain it. I posted this on my Facebook just to kind of just say it, but I really didn't want to get to a point to where I was trying to make myself look like a hero, even though I ain't no motherfucking zero. I ain't no zero. However, I would have wanted somebody to do that for me, and it just is what it is. Off of all this heavy stuff, I'm sorry, but that's basically why it took me so long to kind of come up with another episode, because that, for whatever reason, just shut me down. I don't know if it was the fact that the girl was 17. She was drinking on medicine. I don't know, y'all. I don't know. I got little nieces and nephews, and that. I don't care. Oh my God. Anyway, off of that, let me light my blunt. I don't even know why I started talking about that shit. Fuck, bro. I don't know what the fuck triggered So anyway, um, so I wanted to get into the whole story, right? So I don't actually have like a story, right now, but I do. I've been hearing about this thing, right? And I'm not gonna lie. I was watching a podcast. I was watching Candy Coated Live, which is Candy Burris' sex podcast. In one of the episodes, they were talking about something called a soggy biscuit or the ookie cookie. Do y'all know what the ookie cookie is? Do you? Now listen, this ain't kink shaming because I know some of y'all be into it. I ain't listen. I'm learning some new stuff about myself and it ain't that, but I get it. However, basically what this is a game played among men in which each man jacks off onto a cookie. The man who comes the quickest loses and then must proceed to eat the cookie. I thought it was another way around. No. No, it's whoever it's the last person to ejaculate on the cookie eats it. First off, ain't STDs and shit transmitted through semen? Second off, what fucking straight men want to taste? First off, in my experience in my younger day, I feel like, have I ever I feel like don't it taste like dish soap or some shit? I don't understand why the fuck motherfuckers like to taste that in the first place, let alone all of it on the cook. How do you not throw up eating? Do you have to eat the whole cookie? Have any of y'all ever heard of that? Now, I ain't gonna lie. It might be some sexy ass shit to sit around and do like a little circle jerk and maybe come on a bitch face or maybe even come on the cookie. I don't know. However, I wouldn't want nobody to eat that. I would not make my worst enemy eat that. Even if it was like a game like, oh, whoever does it got to eat the cookie. I think if you was putting that cookie in your mouth, I'll slap it out your hand. Don't eat that motherfucker. You better not eat that cookie. Oh my God, Lord Jesus. Who the fuck? And you know what the thing is also, it also said that, because what they was talking about, basically, it's almost like a known tradition in the white community. Believe it or not, it's like a known fucking tradition in the white community when they go off to college or do whatever in these frat situations. I don't know. It's the weirdest thing. Yikes. Now I had a few things on here, but I accidentally exited out of all of them. So we're not going to get too much more into it, but I do want to know if anybody's ever played it, what did you get out of it? Was like a competition thing just between fellas? And if you do want to play it, I want to know, what would you get out of that? Aside from, a mouthful of cum and, you being a dumpster, yikes. Oh my God. That is crazy. And I think that they also maybe that's some stuff that they make people do when they haze them in college. I'd sue the fuck out that school. The fuck you mean? So basically this is the soggy biscuit and the ookie cookie. If anybody knows anything about this game, I want you to comment down below and tell me your experience with it, or tell me why you would love to have an experience with it, you nasty motherfuckers. Not that I'm kink shaming, I ain't doing that. So, since we're talking about sex, safe sex is always, a great sex. That's always a good sex. I lied. I cannot stand condoms. They be cutting off my circulation and it's just stupid. It makes it so stupid. Anyway, I've been on PrEP for about a year now, and I kept missing doses. First off, I don't been having sex. So that's why I felt like I didn't need to be taking the doses and stuff like that. It's just like, whatever. And if I feel like I'm going to have sex, I'll, maybe try to start taking it that week, or I don't like whatever. But basically, I went and got my prep follow up yesterday, and everything came back negative. That's good, and they allowed me to get the shot. So basically, if you all are not aware of the shot, it is instead of you having to take a pill every day in case your memory is as bad as mine, you don't have to take a pill every day. You go just get one shot every other month, and that is supposed to have the same effects that taking the daily pill. And so far I haven't had no side effects or anything, except my ass been hurting all day because they gave it to me and they gave me a shot in the ass. And it's also funny. You know what? I think the medical assistant, I don't know if she had like a little crush on me or something like that. When I pulled my pants down, she was feeling around and she was like, it's got to go in some muscle. And she was like, you're so muscular, I just can't find it. So she was just like poking around, feeling around. And I was like, yeah, you like that, don't you? For some odd reason, is it weird that I was okay with a girl touching my ass? But if it was a guy, I would have probably punched him dead in his goddamn Adam's apple. I don't know what that is, y'all. I am very sexually weird. I don't know. I don't want no men back there. I don't want no woman back there. But I think because I felt like she wasn't gonna try to take my goodies. I don't know. But yeah, so I'm on the prep update. They said it's gonna take about a week for it to fully kick in. So I am. She wanted me to take Discovery as well for a week until it fully settles in, even though I'm not doing anything sexually. But yeah, if you all maybe check with your doctors if you all feel like you're tired of having to take that pill, and you're maybe missing doses, or you're having risky sex. Go talk to your doctor about getting a shot. I'm not exactly sure what it's called. I probably shouldn't be letting them put shit in my body that I don't know what it is, but I can't pronounce none of that shit no way with my country ass, so whatever. And then also, if anybody has gotten the shot, I would like for you all to tell me, maybe your experience. Have you all had any side effects? Has anybody, had any slip ups and actually maybe contracted HIV with being on the shot? So I would really love to know everybody's experiences. So I would love for you all to comment down below and just tell me what your experience has been. And I'm actually kind of glad that I'm not really having to do the pill anymore, because when I forget it for so long and then I go in and I take it, then boom, I'm sick for a week, 2 weeks straight, trying to just get used to it again. So I'm glad that I got this pill. Now I can go the shot. Now I can go lay it low and spread it motherfucking wide. I don't care who it is. Thank you, Mama Evelyn, for that. Thank you, Miss Evelyn. We love you. We love you. Alrighty, so I do want to go ahead and get into our last segment. And our last segment today is, y'all already know, it's the Turn It Up. I want to know what y'all been listening to. What have y'all been listening to? And I'm pretty sure that y'all are just like sick of me and my old school at this point. I don't even know if this is old school, but it's Anita Baker and it's called I Apologize. And the song is beautiful. That lady, even though I heard her attitude kind of shitty, that lady can really sing. And she got some good music. What else I've been looking to? Oh, that's what I'm looking for. That's what I'm looking for. That's what I'm looking for. Hey, claim they don't love you, but when you need something done, they something they gonna do it. That's what she said, something. And then y'all listen. Y'all gonna judge me, but I don't care. I've been listening to I Didn't Mean to Turn You On. And I don't know if some of y'all are gonna know what that song is. Let you take me out. You knew it was all about something I did. I wasn't trying to turn you on. Do 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 do. Bang me out. Hold on. I know what you were all about, but I don't know. Basically, it's Mariah Carey. That glitter. I didn't mean to turn you on. wanna do, baby. I really don't care how y'all feel about my singing. Anyway, whatever. So we're about to get up out of here. And you know how we do like to go ahead and end it. Y'all know that first up, I hope that y'all enjoyed the episode. I'm really glad that y'all came back and was here with me for another week. I want y'all to make sure that you all are commenting, and I want you all to make sure that you let me know, first off, how my strong friends are doing. Also, I want to make sure that everybody's letting me know how do you all feel about the gender norms that you subscribe to in your relationships. Also, how do you feel about the whole aspect of me when I was talking about explaining yourself versus offering clarity? Do you feel like a person is super entitled when they feel like you have to explain something to them? Also, make sure we're dropping down, giving me some movie suggestions. Also, you know, I don't really need for y'all to comment about the whole Chloe Halle thing, but if you would like to, go ahead and let me know how y'all feel about it. Maybe y'all see something that I don't see, and y'all understand why she's getting the hate that I don't understand she's getting. So, you know, make sure y'all comment and engage with that. Let me know about this fucking Soggy Biscuit shit, the whole ookie cookie, because I know some of y'all hoes is nasty. And then, you know what else? I would like for you all to put down in the comments and let me know of a time where your survival mode kicked in, even if you broke down afterwards. I would like for you all to tell me about a time where you just showed up and showed out and just provided what needed to be provided, even though your body didn't even know you could do it. I would love for you all to comment down there and tell me some of those things. And then also let me know some of the things that y'all would like to talk about. Make sure that if you all have any stories that you would like for me to read or any questions that you have for me, make sure that you all are sending them to keithchronicles@gmail.com. That's KEITHKHRONICLES@gmail.com. Again, for the people in the back, that's KEITHKHRONICLES@gmail.com. Somebody should really get me for like a voiceover or something, like to promote their product or something. Does anybody need a brand ambassador? I'll work for free. I will work for free. I just want to try it. Anyway, this ain't about me. Actually, it is, because we kicking it with me. Bitch. So, yesterday happened the way that it did, so today could happen the way that it should. Today will happen the way that it does, so tomorrow could happen the way that it should. There's nothing that will be put in your path that an OnlyFans bag or a fucking second job can't fix. And I want you to know that all of y'all's mamas is hoes, and I love all of y'all, and thank you for tuning back to another motherfucking episode of Kicking It With Big Daddy. This ain't what that's called. It's Kicking It With Keith. Love y'all.